So it's Sunday, February the 1st, and I'm joined here today by two of the UK's strongest netminders and soundest tacticians, the infamous Chris Orme of the Salisbury Stars and the mighty Chris Orme of the Southampton Jaguars.
Hey, how's it going?
Good to see you, Chris. Alright, so Chris, you've been on a bit of a tough run lately. Solid wins against Nuclear Sushi and the Panthers this morning though. Why do you think the problems have started? What have you doing to change things?
I think we've struggled with a little bit of complacency of kind of recent times. We've had a few new players added to the roster.
Okay.
So really, I think when you're on a bit of a slump and against tough times, then it's best to take it back to basics. So our training sessions have been working on our systems and the fundamentals, and hopefully, kind of moving forward, we get those in place. I know it's not always easy for new guys to come into a team and pick up the system straight away. So it is kind of back to hard work and the basics.
Okay, alright, great. On to Chris. Last season the Jaguars pretty much stomped their way through an almost undefeated BRHA season. Only the Falcons ruffled their feathers, I think, in a game which was marred by clock-related controversy. This season's not been going so well, however. What do you think the problem is?
I think, honestly, Jags came in as a new team last season. A little bit of an unknown, having not played in the BRHA or in Inline UK in a few seasons. So, to a certain extent, they were a bit of a wild card. Okay. And I think teams now know a lot more about them, know a lot more about the game, have had time to analyse what they do and who their big players are.
Today's a really big match for you then. Last time you played against the Jags, it was a very narrow 3-2 defeat. Is anything particularly you blame for that loss? I heard there was some technical dramas in that game.
Not that I remember. I think we were just, again, a little bit lax, and the puck found its way to James Wiggins in the last 2 minutes. And
nothing to do with Dave Orme's wheels then?
Maybe, I don't know, you'll have to ask Dave for that.
Not blaming brother Dave. Alright, interesting. What's the hot topic within the Jags camp lately then? Any major dramas we should be aware of?
No, would like to congratulate Curtis Jeffrey. He's just got married, so that was a fantastic wedding for him and Holly. Other than that, I think we picked up a new sponsor in the form of Still, and we're prepping now for the Sparta Cup in May.
Excellent, okay, so still going strong then?
Yep.
Right, so moving away from this game, you've got a lot of great players on your roster now. Which star do you feel is your brightest this season?
For me this season, I think Jack Dendell has really kind of come into his own. And he's such a great utility guy. We basically give him a job and away he goes and does it, and you can't ask for much more than that. Unfortunately, he's not here for the Jags game today, so we're going to have to rely on our other core players, but that's not to say we can't get the job done without him.
Okay, let's hope he puts in another solid shift for you today.
Let's hope so.
Who do you think's going to win this one?
Stars are a tough defensive team. We know that they play a good kind of defensive box setup, and that's their strength. I would say past history says that we should win it.
Okay.
But recently, both teams have had a few ups and downs.
As two of the country's leading keepers, what do you think of recent developments in inline pad technology? I'm talking special tapes, slide plates, roller flies. Good for the game?
Yeah, I think so. I think it gives a bit of variation. It helps cut down on injuries. It gives you a bit of an edge. Player technology's come on so far, and there hasn't really been the same advance in the inline game for goalies. I think it's only a good thing. Okay,
yeah, that's really interesting. And you, Chris? Any thoughts on new technology in the game?
I think it's a good thing, especially when we go down the kind of slide plate roller fly route, because there's some ice guys that really like the roller fly, and there's some inline guys that like a little bit more friction from the slide plates, so they can still shuffle and that sort of thing. I think it's all good.
Alright, so yeah, all good either side on the new tech. Any final words before the game?
Prepare. I think we're fully prepared. I think it'll be a good game. I think Stars better keep their heads up and their eyes open.
Okay, so big game coming up. Stars versus Jags, real grudge match. Jaguars on the hunt, Stars looking to shine bright. Let's see how it goes down. Okay, so it's time for Stars versus Jags once again for the second time this season. The game that ended 3-2 in the first encounter was promising something special again here today. Jags have been on a tough run of form lately with losses to Black Sheep, the Black Jacks and the Crusaders. Stars themselves not had so easy either, losing to the Lizards, the Spitfires and the Falcons. So, serious grudge match going down. Both teams expecting something special from today. Game began at a high pace as expected, with both teams missing chances at either end. Here we see Lawrence Huntley missing a gilt-edged opportunity off a rebound, Mark Barrow throwing the puck in, and Lawrence Huntley flashing the puck wide. But it was the Jags who drew first blood, weeding it from close range past Chris Orme. An outrageous Dave Hall tip brought the Stars quickly level, however. The Stars had more chances, however, as a sprawling John Court was defeated by the pass, only for Lawrence Huntley to once again miss the net. This kind of turnover mid-rink was to be a feature of the Stars game, however. Chris Orme was titanic throughout, making sprawling save after sprawling save. And was the sharpest man to react to this delayed penalty call, keeping a 5-on-4 situation alive for his team. A Jags penalty led to the Stars pulling ahead, Lawrence Huntley tipping this one in at close range, making up for his earlier errors. However, the Jags were not to be denied, netting twice in quick succession before the half-time break, with goals from Whedon and this deft backhand from Craig McKell. This thunderous blow to Lee Brown's shin from Wiggins threatened to shift the game in the Stars' favour, however, as he hobbled to the bench. And the Stars were quick to capitalise on his absence with this cheeky goal from Mark Barrow. Followed by a nicely worked power play and a second goal for Lawrence Huntley. The Jags began the fourth quarter on a 3-minute penalty kill, however, but the Stars, unwilling to pull the trigger, squandered this opportunity. A returning Lee Brown capitalised on yet another Stars mid-rink turnover to make the score 4-all. And again netted from close range to put the Jags ahead. Suddenly the Jags were winning all the battles. Despite Lawrence Huntley's best efforts, they were unable to win the puck as the Jags created chance after chance. In the dying seconds, the Stars threw everything forward. Lawrence Huntley hitting the post here. And finally, after a scramble in the corner, Dave Hall rifling into John Court's pads. This was to prove to be the final action of the game, as the Jags took this one home 5-4 in another gripping encounter between these two epic teams. So it's done. It's over for another year. Stars versus Jags. That's finished. It's dead. Jim West, what was the final score?
4-3.
Oh,
no, 5-4.
Did you play this game?
5-4.
5-4 to who?
To Southampton Jaguars.
Oh no. Oh, what happened? What went wrong?
Well, it was mainly unfairness on the Jags side. I think this actual guy. I'm surprised that he's still in the rink. No, it was an excellent game as usual. Our last game finished within 1 goal. Probably one of the best to watch this season. This probably the only game to top it.
A lot of power plays for you today.
Yeah.
Not a lot of power play goals.
No. We 1 power play conversion. Yeah, we should have done a little bit better. That was a reflection, probably, of the dirty play. Yeah, we should have capitalised.
All right, so Jags guys, who's going to do the talking? Mr. Guns.
Go, you start with you, Gunny.
Go on then. Gun.
It was a bit chippy, the game. I think there was no real. I think the Stars came out with a bit more flow than the Jags did to begin with. I think we just took a while to get into our stride. Really. I think sort of 2 periods down, a little bit of a late starter. Really, that's what I thought. A little bit of a puck being left behind, pass behind, shots wide. So just took a bit of time to get into the game. I thought.
Yeah, no, Stars and Jags have always had a sort of a healthy. There's always been some healthy competition.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes giving each other a few sort of digs on the rink. Jim West particularly trying to use his size and power to dictate the play.
Yeah, thanks for punching my wrist when you scored. That was great.
But overall, I think Jags today, we knew that was a game we had to win. Yeah. We were a bit sort of slow coming out. I think Stars really thought that today was going to be their day. But we did what we had to do. We pulled together, worked hard, and I think overall our sort of quality shone through over the course of the match.
Double minors, what were they for?
One was a slashing call that he wasn't too happy with, and that led to the second call.
Yeah.
So he nearly talked you guys out of the match then?
Say again?
Nearly talked you guys out of the game?
I think the game... I think that was... that's part and parcel of it. It was high emotions. Everybody wants to win. You don't always agree with the ref's decisions. And sometimes when you're passionate, it can be hard to sort of keep that passion.
Yeah, sort of rein in sometimes in the rink. So.
Fair play. Jim?
Yeah, the Jags' individual quality players actually probably made less mistakes as the game came to a close, and I think that probably made the difference as they reined it in.
My real hero, Lee Brown, got resolved. How old is this guy?
He's 42.
We have estimates ranging from 15 to 42. Cage takes off 10 years.
He's like Peter Pan, but he's forever.
He'll never grow up, that boy. He'll never grow up.
Peter Pan of BRHA.
2 deft individual goals at the end, pretty much winning that one for you.
Yeah.
Pulled out the bag, didn't he?
Yeah. Limped off injured halfway through, thought he might not come back.
Oh yeah, I was so surprised when he came back. He did take a wiggy slap shot to the leg, and it was it swelled up pretty beautifully. But yeah, taped up and manned up and got back on, I think. So
despite his youthful looks, he's a
tough
guy. Deep down.
Cool. Who are you playing next, Jim?
We're playing Wildcats Youth actually.
How you feel
great
about
team. Oh well, fantastic, aren't they? Great to watch. Fast, quick. In fact, we'll be watching them play the Crusaders in a minute.
Before Jags, who are you up to?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai this afternoon.
How you feeling about that one?
It's going to be interesting. I think they're playing right now, but they've got a lot of energy. So and they created a few problems last time, so not to be taken lightly. I don't think.
Yeah, they're going to come out and they're going to sort of whack and slash, and I think try and get us off our game. I think that's to be expected. But again, if we just play our style, keep working hard, we'll come through that, and that won't be a problem.
Okay. Oh, how many penalties did you guys get
in this game?
Personally, or as a team?
As a team.
5 or 6?
4 or 5.
4 or 5. How many did we get, Jim?
I don't know, probably about 4 or 5. But maybe that's going to be a key to nailing these big games. What do you think?
Alright, cool. I think that's all we've got time for. So look for it coming up. We've got Stars against some more Cats, and black and yellow and black and yellow. Alright, that's it for today. Stars versus Jags, thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Cheers, Solar Arena. Thanks very much to still our sponsors. Cheers.
Jags still rocking strong.
Stars for life.
Okay, so I'm joined here now with Alex Gray from the Southampton Crusaders now, right? We're calling you Southampton Crusaders.
Southampton Crusaders, yeah.
Not the Applemore Crusaders.
No longer, no. That the venue is ceased to be our training ground, so we're all here now. So yeah.
Okay, right, and we've just seen Stars versus Jags go down.
We have. What an epic game!
That was an epic game.
It was very good.
Who was your man of the match in that one?
Man of the match, I think Lawrence Huntley.
Yeah.
He did really well, but it's just the whole team did really, really well. They gelled just straight from the start. I mean, Jags are a pretty hard-hitting team. We noticed that when we played them. We lost 9-2 against those guys. So
You beat them earlier in the season, though.
we did. We beat them first game, but I think they were up for it more than we were. I think they had more to lose in the second game. So especially point-wise.
But the real thing we noticed was the entire Crusaders team supporting the Stars. Why is this?
Nothing against the Jags, of course. Wow, they're a nice bunch of guys, but we've known the Stars for so long, and unfortunately, it's just a bit of a cruel thing to think. But we didn't want Jags to win, just full stop. But the Stars, on paper, Jags should have probably been a good 3-4 points, up on them like pretty soon. But it's all down to the day, isn't it?
Pretty much, you keep yourselves in the fight. You're in the fight, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Who have you got coming up?
Who have we got this afternoon? We've got. That's a good question, actually. Who are we playing next? Wildcat Youth.
Okay, Wildcat Youth always able to give teams a good game.
Pretty fit, those guys. So
not to be underestimated.
No, not at all.
Scoreline prediction?
I don't know. I think we won quite convincingly last time, but you never know. Again, it's all down to the day. But they did beat the
Black Sheep.
Yeah.
The 1-goal thriller, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you're confident about this one?
Yeah.
Gonna get some goals today?
I will give it a go.
Excellent. All right, thank you very much, Alex.
Cheers, guys. Thanks, Alex.
Cheers.